Welcome back to Permission Slip Granted. We're so excited you're here. This week, let's dive in and get to know your host, Kristin.
Today, we are going to kick things off by starting kind of like a highlight series, letting you get to hear a conversation focused on each of us individually, one at a time, so that you can know a little bit more about us as you are listening in to the various conversations we have on a weekly basis.
Does that mean it's my turn?
It does.
Yes. Okay, I'm a little more comfortable talking about myself. I don't know why that is, but I think I'm proud of who I am and where I've come from. So I like this question of who are you without telling me what you do?
Ooh.
Yeah, so that question to me is, I'm going to answer that. And I literally, the first thing that comes to mind is I am so full of compassion that it pours out of every ounce of my body. And that is the biggest thing that brought me to coaching. And it was a journey to get where I'm at. Starting off as a really poor kid. My family was so poor. So where I'm at today, I think that's why I'm so proud of the journey that I've been on. And just knowing my path got me here. Started school, didn't know what I wanted to do, decided, oh, I want to be a doctor because, again, I want to help people. So went through pre-med, did that, landed in nutrition class, and then I fell absolutely in love with that. So then I was like, oh, I can combine endocrinology and nutrition together. Got my degree in nutrition, got pregnant, had a baby, and I ended up leaving because she needed me. She needed me to stay home, and she still needs me. My kids still need me, and I never went back. And I still had this nutrition hat and this love for hormones and just helping people. And I just spent a lot of time being a mom, took time off, helped my husband build his businesses, ran different companies with him, owners of other companies. So I am that entrepreneur as well. But at one point when I had my second child, I just decided I don't want to go back to work for anybody. I just want to do what I want to do. So I took the last couple years to redefine myself and reconnect myself separate from my identity as a mother. And that led me on this amazing healing journey for myself to reconnect with parts of myself, but I didn't know how to do it without help. And so I just started following a million therapists on social media. I filled my entire circle with things that uplifted me. I remember reading How to Think Like a Monk, and this one thing changed my life was I was always looking for eyes to be seen and my energy to be returned. And there's a section in there about reciprocity, about energy, and how as long as we're putting it out, it will find us. And once I changed that, I don't know, like things just like it was like the catalyst to self-worth and self-connection for myself that led me on this path that said, I can do this on my own. I don't need to work for a company. Why don't I just run my own nutrition advising company? Did that for a while, didn't love it because it was full of, I wanted to rescue everybody. And it brought up a lot for me. So talk about omens. You had a people telling you to go be a life coach. I've had people my whole life. Are you a therapist? I'm like, no, but I could be. Should I? No, I don't want to do that, right? But what my omen was, I literally had Jay Shetty's face popping up on all my social medias about life coaching. And I swear every time he came, I don't know if you guys had this too with your Instagrams or social media, wherever you found his ad. I felt like he was talking to me every single time. And I know that was amazing and powerful, but I was like, okay, I'm going to check this out. And I started the life coaching journey, and it has been so life-changing for me. Just not only as a person, as an entrepreneur, as somebody who has purpose and drive, but it really connected me with parts of myself that I didn't know was hidden. I don't know if that happened for you guys, but like I really thought my identity lived in my children. I really put so much pressure into that because of my own limiting beliefs about my own parenting style that I had as parents, right? So I was like, there's a ripple effect came out of this for me. Coaching has given me this foundation of perspective, I'm going to say. Like, my eyes are open to so much. Like, I know there's a saying, like, once you know, and you can't unknow what you know. What are you going to do with it now? It's like those glasses came off and I see the world so different now. I don't know. Do you guys feel that sometimes too as coaches?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's like everything in I can't turn it off. But yeah, I think for me, coaching has, I didn't think I'd be here. I didn't think that this was my path, but it found me. And the people that I have impacted already in this time that I've had, is like, I get these, I talk about getting compliments. Those are hard for me to receive. But when I receive them now, I let them land and absorb them,
Mm.
because that is the reassurance that I know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. That is that little reminder of servitude that we did do something good. And it's that place of service is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on top of that, I'm married, I have kids. I think it's making me a better spouse. It's making me a better mom. And I just really want to impact and help people who maybe had self-doubt. And I still am in the nutrition space, and I'm trying to now bridge the body acceptance and the mental aspect, and teaching the basic fundamentals of nutrition, because there's so much noise now, and it's, why are we letting that noise get into us? And so I'm trying to bridge coaching and nutrition education, if you will, together. But yeah, I've been divorced on my second marriage. My husband's now the love of my life. Sometimes I want to smother him in his sleep, but but I still want him there, so like, that's how I know he's the love of my life. That's how I say, you really love somebody when they irritate the crap out of you, but you don't want to go to bed without them. That to me is ultimate. My mantra in life is, it's okay for people to be wrong about me. And I almost invite that curiosity when, I don't know if you've had some negative comments on your social media, but when I get them, it's, why do you feel that way? Let's talk about it. Let's open a conversation up. What made you feel so motivated to write something so negative?
Yeah.
There's a lot of hurting people out there. And I think I used to want to rescue everybody. And I think it was our mentor, Shahinaz. She kind of was like, you can't rescue everybody, but you can be of service and invite the individuals in that need to hear a compassionate ear, that need to hear that you're not alone. And I wish I don't know, I would love to find a way to make everybody realize how important having a coach is.
Yeah.
It's co-collaboration. It's not, I'm better than, like you said, like, it's like, I'm not higher than you. I'm not below you. I'm here to hold your hand with you and help you hopefully flourish. And I love that. I love that so much. I don't have to have the answers. Like, I just have to have the curiosity. That's what I love about coaching. I love those aha moments too. When you get those clients that have had those amazing aha moments. Yeah.
Yes.
She made me cry. I'll never forget this session. She's, I don't want to give away too many details, but let's just say that there was a lot of suffrage for 19 years. She had tried to figure out what to do through therapy. Not saying that therapy's amazing. I love therapy. Therapy's a wonderful tool. She just didn't have those deep internal reflection that she needed when I bottom lined her. I was that challenging boss that nobody had. Like, I don't think she had a therapist that challenged her in a way that I was able to as a coach, because I had a different facet to do that with. And she still reaches out to me to this day and just tells me over and over again how thankful she is.
Mm.
And that is what's going to keep showing up, like, just impacting one. I'm good. I'm done. No. Yeah, if I could just keep doing that, that's what I'm here for. No judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I call myself an empowerment coach. What do you label yourself as far as the coaching community goes?
Yeah, that is something that I still struggle with, but I really love mindset.
Okay.
I feel like everything goes back to awareness and perspective, and shifting the mindset is really going to elevate individuals. So I don't like fitting into a box, but I know sometimes we have to in the sake of wearing like hats and titles and stuff like that. So I'm going to just definitely say mindset shift. Mindset. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree that, labels, we don't want to necessarily be conformed, but it is helpful information
Yeah.
to provide to clients who want to work with us to know a little bit more the flavor, as it were, that they would get working with you versus me versus Hillary, etc. Yeah.
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 Wow. I feel like I have no questions, but I love that. You are so comfortable talking about yourself. And that
You
is
are.
such
I know.
an
I was like, oh, dang. Can we redo mine?
dang, that's such an inspiration. And it just goes to show, I feel like that you have done the work and you went so deep that now you can articulate it so incredibly well, so that now I truly know you better. I think Kylie knows you better. And anybody listening to this is going to know exactly who they're going to get when they reach out to you. And like when I think about you, like when we first met, it was like you were just so sweet. And I mean, like I feel like you're so welcoming and so sweet and so open and so genuine, but truly above all that, you are an incredible all-rounder. There is nothing that you cannot do, truly. You are
Yeah.
creative, you are so smart, you are an entrepreneur, I mean, you're a mom. Like there's literally, if I think of an all-rounder, it is 100% you.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna like have to put that on something. That was very sweet.
I agree. And I think I didn't expect you to be such a challenge boss, when we first started working together in school. I definitely felt and was drawn to that warmth, the welcoming. I knew you were a safe person for me and all of my big stuff, and I was, taken by surprise, not necessarily in a bad way, but working with you was definitely helpful because I haven't had many people in my life that have been challenging in a supportive, positive way. And that's huge. That's definitely a superpower of yours.
I love
Thank
that, Kylie. I love that you said that that was safe, because I feel like that's exactly what I also felt, but from both of you, that I can show up here. And I think that that says everything to future clients coming to you guys, that you are going to be met with safety. And that is above and beyond, I feel like. Yeah.
I just want to follow up and say, like, I love challenges because I feel like through our discomfort comes the most growth. And if people don't question, I'm questioning out of curiosity. I'm not questioning to inflict my opinions or insights or anything. It's more of, I want you to go internal to feel that so you can rise above it.
Yeah.
So that's like I do it in my marriage and with myself, with my kids, because it makes you just how many times do people stop you and make you be like, why are you doing that? Like, what triggered that in you? We're so used to external validation before we go internal, right?
Yeah.
So that's my trick. That's like my mind if you will, my mind fuck thing that I do.
Yes.
I said the F word. I know.
I should drop one in mine. Like, what?
I said it. I knew you'd be proud.
So
But yeah, I'm always about going intrinsic before we go with that external validation or external compass, whatever we want to call it, because we're so used to that, right? So that is what I bring to my coaching too. It's constant questioning. Well, why'd you decide to do that? What made you think about that? Where is that coming from? What can we do to change that? Like that would be my style, I think, and just high energy. I give homework. I would love to be able to cultivate a message to young women. If I could get a permission slip today to do absolutely anything, I want to own a stage full of aspiring young girls and just empower them.
I love that. I could have used that, that's for sure.
Today, you got to know your host, Kristin, a little bit deeper, and we hope it sparked something in you, whether it's self-reflection, a new perspective, or just the permission you needed to show up as your truest self.